I have given quite a few tours. People like the space itself. They like the different design. They like the fact that it's different from all the other places they went to.
The whole environment here is very open, there's glass, and when people come in and see, what they pick up on is this atmosphere.
They also say that they like the fact that all the offices are around the floor, they all have windows, so they get sunlight.
It feels like you're in a very exciting, high-tech, high-energy, entrepreneurial environment. I think that's, again, what makes CIC that much more refreshing than some of the more traditional service bureau offices. It's not just paneling and leather, it's much more of an open environment.
I don't know, it's a kind of atmosphere. You can just feel it when you enter the space.
You have this spectacular view over the Charles River or over Cambridge with MIT right below you and the spires of Harvard in the distance.
To have a conference room in a corner of the 14th floor overlooking Cambridge with nice tables, nicely appointed with all the AV stuff, that's not trivial. You know, that's not easy for a small startup to come by itself. And when you're really working with those very first clients and the very first VCs, it does help.
Plenty of room to work, some rooms that feel better for a 3 or 4 person meeting, interview type stuff. And then you have the larger conference rooms that are great when you want to do a branding workshop or something like that.
There are a large number of conference rooms, and we've never had the slightest problem booking a conference room.
You can make reservation for conference rooms through internet. You have digital screen to reserve the room.
The furnishings are first class, you know, the chairs, the tables, the carpet. All the conference rooms, of course, in the entire facility that has wireless internet connectivity. They're all wired with video projectors. They all have speaker phones. Through the glass walls on the other side of the hallway is the hosting facility with all the computers lined up in the rack. So the hosting facility makes a nice statement too, that this is a serious business operation.
Stylistically, it was what we were looking for as well. It was high-tech, it was modern, it was secure. Great views, good place for board meetings, easy decision.
I had put posters up at the Harvard Graduate School of Design looking for young architects who wanted to work on a project with us to kind of envision what the office environment of the future might be like. We got dozens of resumes. In the end, we couldn't choose between 2 fabulous architects, and we ended up working with them both. We then spent about 6 months with them working in our temporary location with startups that were our tenants, learning about their businesses and their needs. And we kept iterating and iterating, going through different designs, different ways we might lay out the space, and finally came up with this space, which I think most interestingly is incredibly flexible while not feeling like a space which is temporary or flexible. In other words, the walls can be opened up and even removed in many cases, and yet you feel like you're in a room when the wall is closed and secured. The goal was, if we're going to have companies that start as 2 people, a month later or 5 people, 2 months later or 15 people, 6 months after that, maybe 30 people, they need to be able to kind of smoothly make that transition without a big disruption in the company. At the same time, we wanted a space that was visually compelling, beautiful. We were looking for something timeless, and that was difficult given that we're doing something new. Probably the element of it which was most timeless was the natural light, which I think in any time frame people have loved natural light, so we try to really bring as much of that as possible into the space, and I think we succeeded.